honey burger meat. These niggas that know I had an Instagram. Let's see what these niggas talking about. Goof ass nigga. Heard these niggas looking for me. Yeah, I go. What's up, man? So, like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Hey, when you escape, bro? Don't worry about that. That's what I'm gonna fight. Me? I'm not gonna take it, bro. Okay. Exactly.
The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will put total leather and will get started. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. At the 35, he's loose. Off he goes. At the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the play fake on first down. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. Off the play fake. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to throw, it's Warren. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play. At the 10.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Sategna. And the returner will be brought down. Send that offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
And now on second down for this offense. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Orji. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The play action fake. He's moving out of the pocket. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 14, Michigan 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, it's Orji. He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Shakes off the tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
A lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Connection to the right. On the move at the 30. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Stewart. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I think,
oh, it's on the ground! Live ball! They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Got his man on the right. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
You can tell the quarterback didn't do a good job with his eyes. You got to look people off. You got to make sure you move those safeties with your eyes by opening up or pump faking one direction. He didn't do a good job there. The safety capitalized, makes the big INT.
Wants to throw on first down. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
They'll line up for a second down play.
Belly stunner. 10, 3.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Feeling some heat. Quarterback extends the play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Wants to throw on third. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Okay, ready?
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half playoffs if they can win this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Send that offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Green. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arkansas. In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock, 75. Mercyhurst University, 31.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Razorbacks pick up the first down. Here comes the hurry up. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anthony. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over Penn State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. through the air. It's Orji. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Firing to the right, complete. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
They want to just keep throwing it. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop.
Man, can you run a fucking play? God damn.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Orji. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He lets one fly deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And
You fucking garbage, nigga.
Return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. Still running at the 40. And he breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Arkansas 21, Michigan 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. On the ground, it's Jackson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. We're on offense. We're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They go right back to him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Throwing right. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Michigan 7.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown, Razorbacks! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Handoff to the lone back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They'll run the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Catch in the middle. It's Armstrong. And he's running in the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And the offense will take any help it can get, and it got a little.
Cricket.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. It's complete to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Off play action. And he sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He fires it out to the right. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He'll just keep slinging it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Catch in the middle, it's Bufflin. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jeff probably would, go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
To the air, it's Green. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Using the quick game. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on the fourth quarter? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop it. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
He wants to throw here on second down. Keeps looking downfield. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Got a lot of running room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll run this play from the pistol. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here's a throw downfield late. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed up.
Just destroying his way through the field. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the stomping has commenced.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. looking for a man. It's Orji. Unloads to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going up top here late in the game. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On fourth down, going to the air. He wants a big play here late. Picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.